Hello and welcome to another video on the ATE channel, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be answering the question, can you beat Skyrim's main storyline only using a knife and a fork? Many people don't even know these things can be wielded as weapons. Usually they're just items that sit in your inventory. But there is a couple rare variants of this cutlery that is available as a weapon. Some of the worst weapons, worse than your fist. So I know a couple of other people have taken on this challenge before me, but I'm gonna do my own take. My goal was just to make something that was fun, but wouldn't absolutely one-shot everything in the game, because it's been done a million times. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Who are you?
Our challenge begins just like any other Skyrim run, choosing our race. I went with the Orc race because it comes off spawn with the power of Berserker Rage, which doubles the damage of any weapon in your hand. It's gonna become pretty useful as we go to fight some of the early game bosses. As for the character name, his name is Nork. And well, after being told to get on my knees like a good boy, I was much obliged, but of course plot armor comes in to save the day. Now before we keep going nuts to butts into this story, I'm gonna just go over the rules for this run. To put it quite simply, the only way that I can kill my opponents is using a knife and a fork. So off spawn here, you'll see me use my fist because I didn't really have another option. I was just trying to progress the story a little faster. You have to kill these enemies here to get to the next section, but after that I just ran straight down to the end of the cave and out into the open world of Skyrim. But in addition, to be more specific with the rules, that is no destruction spells, no offensive shouts, but things like Become Ethereal and Whirlwind Spirit are totally illegal. No scrolls, no swords, great hammers, none of that. The only way that I can defend myself is using cutlery. And now that I'm out in the open world, there's no point in wasting any time. I need to take an hour-long walk to go get this fork. To obtain this first fork, I have to travel all the way up to Solitude, here just off the docks. Here on the docks, just upstairs, above this shop, you will find a free knife. Now, with our weapon of mass destruction now in our hands, it is time to really just get down to the nitty-gritty of the story. So, after escaping Helgen, it is our duty to go to the Jarl of Whiterun to inform him about the new impending doom. Along the way, I defeated a giant with my fork.
I like your cut, G.
Wait, I know you. What would you have me do then? Nothing?
Excuse me, do you like Imagine Dragons?
I do, yes, of course.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your chin.
Really?
After speaking with the Jarl, he sent me up a ice mountain to go collect a dragon stone in hopes of getting some sort of hint as to where the hell all of these dragons are coming from. Now it is during this first fetch quest that I reach my first brick wall. You see, killing humans is pretty easy, takes a long time, considering I only do about 2 damage, but I can get it done. However, I'm gonna have to cook up a different plan, and so this is it. You see, I am gonna trick all of these enemies to follow me into that room, get attacked by the spider, and they're gonna kill the spider for me. Some of y'all may say this is cheating. This is big brain stuff, okay? Don't hate the player, hate the game. It is not against the rules to manipulate my enemies to do my biddings. After getting these nerds to get attacked by the spider and do all of my handiwork, I ran straight towards a guy stuck in the web. The man in the web has an item that I need to progress the story. However, to cut a long story short, he's a dickhead and will try to run off with the item. So, to save myself plenty of boring dialogue, I just went ahead and tried to kill him.
You, over here. It's coming loose. I can feel it.
My idea was almost flawless, except I didn't count on the bandits actually living past a spider fight and me having a whole room of bandits just wanting to kill me.
Damn. Here we go again.
But that's nothing a little bit of patience and restoration magic can't fix. After destroying my enemies and getting the golden claw, I had to progress through the rest of the cave, which is filled with Draugr, aka zombies, and I really just lured all of them into this trap. Now, again, some of y'all may think this is cheating, but trying to kill everything with this knife would take me so long, and unfortunately, I need to maintain employment and sanity. So, I feel no remorse in doing this, and I think it's absolutely hilarious to watch these guys get fucking smacked by this thing. The rest of this cave pretty much went about the same. I got some Draugr to walk into a wood chipper, solved the puzzle to open a door with the claw, learned a new vocabulary term, and then fought the boss. Fought the boss. I swear there's a boss here. What's he doing? Is he late for work? Like, I don't understand. They're supposed to have a boss here. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, this motherfucker ended up just getting the pacifist special. After taking the Dragon Stone after a very mature celebration, I reported back to the Jarl and he informed me that there was a dragon attacking his local watchtower. After killing the dragon all by myself, I did my little dancey dance and then I reported back to the Jarl.
I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl.
The Jarl rewarded me with a beautiful companion that unfortunately cannot solve my real life loneliness. However, she can break the entire economy of Skyrim. But before I show you guys how to do that, I need to go get a second knife. We get my second knife here just on the west side of Riverwood. We need to fight this entire bandit hideout. It's just so that I can have the space to actually look for my weapon. Now, after about half an hour of looking around, I found it here at the bottom of this shelf. Now that I have my two weapons of mass destruction, I want to duplicate them so that I can enchant them to my heart's content. Now, to duplicate things in Skyrim, first you're gonna want to go to Whiterun, have your follower wait near the front door, then drop your items for them to pick up. Once they have them picked up, make sure they're still waiting there, cancel the order, go out the front door, back in through the front door immediately, and as soon as you walk back in, you should see the items you dropped are still on the ground. And if you check your follower's inventory, you should have those duplicated items in her inventory. Now this doesn't work with unique items. I tried to do this before getting the two knives and it didn't quite work. So it's really hit or miss whether it wants to work or not with certain items. But nonetheless, after this, I visited my grandparents up in High Hrothgar. And then we took a vocabulary test. They sent me into a cave for an item, only to find out it's been stolen. I find out who's the thief. Me and the thief conspired to infiltrate a ditty party. We're hoping to gain information on who is summoning these dragons at the ditty party, so I hand off some items to a man on the inside so that I can actually have something to defend myself once I'm behind enemy lines.
Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest?
After giving my knives some basic enchantments and handing off my items to my man on the inside, I put on my best party suit, got to the party, gave the guard my invitation, and got inside. Now, before our operation can continue, I must cause a distraction. So, easy peasy, give some mead to my local alcoholic and let him do his handiwork.
Stand back and behold my handiwork.
Once we were on the inside, I loaded up and quickly got rid of all the guards. From the Diddy party, I learned that there's an old guy inside a Riften that has the information that we seek. But before I can go into the catacombs of Riften, I have to deal with the local thugs. You see, Riften is taken over by the Thieves Guild. They rule the catacombs where this old guy hides out. So, before I can gain entry into those catacombs, I have to deal with this asshole. And this guy is gonna have me steal from someone else's stand to frame somebody else. Now, in hindsight, I probably could have skipped this and gone straight into the hideout. I don't know how all that works. This is just usually how I play the game. Usually I don't struggle too much, but this dumb fucking Khajiit bitch just kept following me everywhere, and there was absolutely nothing I could do. I deadass had to load a save like 4 times. Nonetheless, after struggling for about an hour and a half, I got the task done and the go-ahead from this asshole to go into his catacombs. Once inside of the catacombs and past the entry-level bandits, I beat the shit out of this guy until he told me what I wanted to know.
You're tougher than you look.
He informed me that he was deeper inside the caves, and I met Esbern.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. There we are. Come in, come in.
After making friends with the old man, I decided to take him back to his fellow Blades member in Riverwood, but along the way, we fought another dragon and engaged in another long and boring dialogue. To sum up a long story, there's a wall with an ancient prophecy that we're gonna go see, but it is from this point forward that the game really begins to launch some more difficult enemies at you, so it is for that reason I think it's time I go out and look for some unique items I may need. First things first, marked for death, shout. It doesn't do any damage, and while getting it, I captured this absolute marvel of Skyrim gameplay.
Easy enough. Come on, Lydia. Alright, now I just gotta kill this guy. What's up, pussy? Wait. Wait. How the fuck am I supposed to find these knives, bro? They're the fucking smallest weapon in the game, dude. No. Alright, fellas, just kill me. Send me to Sovngarde. I hope it doesn't spawn me too far back. What the fuck? Bro, where am I? The game spawned me inside of a wall, and now I'm No, I'm not falling. What is this? Where am I? Ah, Skyrim. Never disappoint. Never a dull moment with this game, eh? Now where am I? I don't remember ever coming through this area. This is behind the boss. This fucking dog shit game. Hey, I'll take it. I will take my mark for death shout. And yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. This is all intentional. Yeah, of all things, of all moments, to give me this fucking item right now. Yes, thank you, Todd Howard. Yes, these are the moments that we strive for.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Now the marked for death shout lowers your enemy's resistances without doing any direct damage, so it's more of like a debuff for my enemies rather than actually doing any sort of damage. I think this is totally cool and legal. If you don't think so, cry about it. Anyway, after this, I sought out to collect the Fiery Soul Trap enchantment. Here you're gonna meet a lizard and a woman who are curious about the contents of this cave. Inside the cave, you're gonna meet a Draugr Deathlord, a couple spiders, and some skeletons. It is during this fight that I was disarmed and I found out that this lizard is actually a traitor.
Blood should be good enough. This will go easier for us both if you don't bother. Never seen him come here. No sign.
So I really struggled quite a bit to get past this section, but nonetheless, I killed the lizard, collected my enchantment off the back of his throne. Then I decided I probably need a better armor set, so to find this, I decided to take a carriage all the way up to Markarth. There, I made my way all the way to the back of the city, lockpicked my way into the excavation site, killed a giant spider, jumped down into the water there, boss a right, boss another right, boss a left, boss a right, and it'll be right there. I broke into the master lock, then collected my full set of dwarven armor. After solving my armor problem, I decided that it is time to solve my soul gem problem. Now you see, it takes a lot of swings to kill enemies with these terrible weapons, which means a lot of soul gems, which means a lot of extra weight I don't really need to be carrying around. So to solve this problem, I'm gonna be sourcing the Black Star. To start this quest, you need to go up to Azura's shrine. There, Azura is gonna task you with finding a mage in Winterhold. Once you locate him, he's gonna send you to the south side of the map.
More souls are needed for the star. The last one died because of the harvesting.
Or you're gonna have to fight a bunch of necromancers to find the star. You have to take it back to the mage, not to Azura, because you get the worst version from Azura.
This might sting.
Go back to the mage, he's gonna transport you into the star in order to get rid of the person that's holding the star captive.
Now, take a deep breath.
Ah, my disciples have sent me a fresh soul. Good. I was getting hungry. Wait, there's something different about you.
That's all you got?
After struggling for longer than I'm willing to admit, I killed the dumb fucker, then had the star for myself. Now this is actually one of my favorite items in the game. Due to two main reasons. For one, you can capture any soul in the game inside of the star. And second, you can actually duplicate them. Despite it being a unique item, it is very easy to duplicate these items using the Whiterun door glitch. This, in combination with the Fiery Soul Trap enchantment, allows me to have really infinite charge for my knives at the cost of no weight. Now, after obtaining all of these items, to cut a long story short, I duplicated a bunch of shit in order to get my enchanting up to 100. Once it was at 100, I unlocked the extra effect perk in the enchanting skill tree, enchanted my ultimate set of armor for now, and continued to plow through the story. After meeting back up with Delphine and Esbern, I solved a couple simple puzzles, did some emo shit, sat there and listened to the longest fucking dialogue ever, then traveled up to the highest peak of Skyrim in order to meet probably the coolest character in this entire storyline, Party Snacks.
Drem Yolok, greetings, Wunderneek. I am Parthenax.
After talking to him, I got on a threesome with some horkers, sourced an Elder Scroll.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
Then met back up with Party Snacks, where he got me stuck in a deep embrace, followed by me having an intense DMT trip where I was eternally stuck in this animation. Look, jokes aside, this game is broken, okay? Now, usually in this section, you're supposed to read the Elder Scroll and watch a whole animation where you learn a shout to bring a dragon down from the sky. Now, the problem with the game is it doesn't fucking work. This cutscene doesn't work. You're watching it at 8 times speed, brother, okay? Like, I took about 3 hours this day just reloading a save and praying to fucking Jesus that this would work. And I don't even know what I did right. I looked everywhere on Reddit, on the internet, on the wiki. Nothing worked. The only thing that worked was just reloading the save and hoping that it works. But nonetheless, I got it to work. I learned the shout. Woke up from my DMT trip to find out that the World Eater is right in front of me ready to eat my butthole. Showed him that I was a penetrator, got him to skedaddle, then met back up with my grandparents for the most awkward family reunion in Skyrim's history.
Why, now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin.
After sitting through the most boring section in the game and ushering in the tail end of the storyline, I decided it is time to go look for the final items for the final evolution of this build. So, to start it off, we're gonna get destruction up to 100. Reason being, some of these destruction perks actually augment the damage I do with my enchantments. So, to do this, we're gonna go over to Hobbs Fall Cave. I personally had to download the Arcane Accessories mod, which comes with the Skyrim Anniversary Edition. This is not fucking cheating. If you think it's cheating, go cry about it, alright? I'm here to have fun. Here, you're gonna find a chest. As long as you have the Skyrim Anniversary Edition, you're gonna find a chest in this cave that has the Unbound Storms spell. After learning the spell, I go off to an area free of any friendly enemies that may be hit by the spell. Then I start the animation and teleport to the farthest point of the map. Once you arrive to your fast travel destination, you will see that you've gone up a couple levels and your destruction skill level is significantly higher. I invested my new skill points into the augmented flames, shock, and frost. This is gonna up the amount of damage that I do with my enchanted items. After this, I took a boat ride over to Solestein, killed the general.
Repel him immediately. Another victory for the Empire.
Took his warhammer. Then I fast traveled back to Whiterun so that I could join the companions.
Today we welcome a new soul.
After doing a couple fetch quests like a good boy, I got entry into their secret furry party.
No test.
There, I drank the blood of a fellow furry and got my own fursuit. Now that I have the fursuit, I can do another glitch, but first I sourced 1 amulet of Talos, duplicated it into 5. Now, to do the glitch, you need to go to a secluded area free of enemies. There, activate your Wolverine power while at the same time opening dialogue with your follower. You'll know you did it right when you fully transform and you have the dialogue open with the follower. Once both of these things are true, go over to trading some things with your follower, give them the 5 amulets of Talos and equip them back from their inventory. Once you do this, wait out the transformation, and once you're in human form, you will notice that you have infinite shouts. And the last and final thing for this build, I decided to get the Ebony Mail. To get the Ebony Mail, you need to travel to Markarth at night, where you will find this gentleman outside the abandoned house. He will prompt you to go behind him and investigate the house. Once you're inside, go ahead and kill the guy because you save yourself a lot of dialogue time.
Yes, your reward is waiting for you, mortal. Further down.
And underneath one of the bookshelves, you're gonna find this book. This book starts the quest to find the Ebony Mail. Once you have the quest started, go ahead and make your way out of the abandoned house and out to the cult outpost, aka the shrine, where you're gonna be prompted to bring a follower back to the cult. I of course sent my main squeeze back home and went out to the bar in hopes of finding another companion. There, I met a lovely woman, and then I beat her until she trusted me.
You're just going to stand there. Now that's what I call a punch. You got me. Best fight I've had in years. If you ever need another blade at your side, just ask. Wouldn't mind seeing how you handle a few trolls.
Once I had her trust, I brought her back to the cult and told her to do a dance on this pole. There, I sacrificed her to a Dietra god.
Prove yourselves to me.
Slaughtered a whole bunch of people, and then I had my Ebony Mail. Now, with all of my items in place, it was time to unlock the full potential of this build. Now, admittedly, I did try to break the game with the restoration potion glitch. Any veteran Skyrim player knows what I'm talking about. Anybody that doesn't play the game trying to explain it is just not going to make any sense. Point is, a potion that makes my weapons broken. I tried to get it to work, but it made my PS4 take a shit, like for hours. So I only got to get one knife to actually be broken, which is about 200 damage of chaos damage, which to me was pretty fitting and is all I really need. Though I do have a trick up my sleeve. Hopping back into the story, I trapped the dragon.
Dovahkiin, here I am.
Got uncomfortably close to his bad breath. Then he took me for a ride. Hello, brother. Frozen. Do you wanna build a snowman, stupid ass?
Guess I'll go back to normal shit for your scary ass. Hey, she the baddest in my area. Infected me like malaria. What? Ass so fat, might need to marry ya. Got me barking like a terrier. She the baddest in my area. Infected me like malaria. Blew that whip with a heavy left first. Every big dog need a badass bitch. Rich slim dick with some well-shaped lips. Got me dreaming if she kissed my weight.
Now I could fight this guy, but my eye is on the prize, okay? I'm outie 5,000, alright? Fuck that guy and his loot, I can't use it. Can I not just whirlwind spirit through this? What's up, guy?
Judge them worthy by the warrior's test.
Let's do it.
Kree! Kree! Roda! Kree! Kree!
I'm just gonna stack this.
Kree! Kree! Kree!
Oh, you thought, bitch. Watch out, come here.
You fought well. I find you worthy. It is long since one of the living has entered here. May Shore's favor follow you and your errand.
For sure, GG's.
Welcome, Dragonborn. Our door has stood empty since Alduin first set his soul snare here. By Shore's command, we sheathed our blades, and ventured not the Vale's dark mist. But three await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe.
To battle, my friends! The field will echo with the clamor of war, our wills undaunted.
No gloom can hold my heart for long in Shore's blessed hall, where no shadows lie.
Let's explore real quick.
Now, what I'm about to show you is amazing. Only here in Sovngarde, in this barrel in particular, you can find a fork that absorbs 600,000 points of health and does 1,000,000 damage in chaos damage. With this weapon, we can play Skyrim the way that Todd Howard truly intended.
In my hand is death itself. The reason I spent the last week playing this game till I was bored of it and still on just grinding materials. Also that I can destroy this dragon with one single stroke.
The eyes of Shore upon you this day.
First try. Okay, it was second try. Hold on. Let's double my damage real quick.
We're down! Down with you, damn worm!
Insufficient charge? What do you mean I have insufficient charge?
Now, much to my disappointment, despite me never using the weapon a single time, it says I have insufficient charge. I don't know why. And to be honest, it was such a struggle to even get this thing to exist that the idea of reloading an old save to try to get this to work again gives me headaches. So, to cut a long story short, I was so upset that I didn't save the rest of the gameplay of me killing Alduin. However, here is evidence of that I did kill him by therefore proving that yes, you can beat Skyrim only using Cutlery. Now I know this is very disappointing, but if this video gets a single like, I know that's a lot to bargain on this channel, a single like, I'll come back and kill Alduin in a single swing. I'll do whatever it takes to get it to work on this stupid PS4. But till then, this is gonna be the end of this video. If you watched it all the way through, maybe subscribe. I'm so tired I can't even fucking speak right. Or drop a like. It took a lot of time to make this video. I'm debating on even ever making a video like this again. Just the editing process was such a headache, and even just getting this dog shit game to run. It's too much, okay? With all of that being said, have a beautiful day. Thank you for your time. See ya.
This game is a buggy mess.